You sat out there and you watched the MVPs through the years and the video. And what's your reaction sitting up on stage now after seeing that?
It's unbelievable. I mean, those guys aren't only the best players to play on those prospective teams, but also some of the best to ever play the game. I mean, Joe Montana, 4 Super Bowl MVPs. Archie Denson sets all the records here. A bunch of great football players, and now to consider myself among that list is truly an honor.
Coach, what's your favorite DeShone Kizer memory that you guys have had over this run over the past 2 years?
I would say when he took over the leadership of the football team at the bye week, when he decided that, I've got to exert my will on the football team. I think that was probably the watershed moment where, he demanded from everyone, that we had to raise our level of play. And, as kind of I alluded without saying the quarterback position, there's no more position more scrutinized than the Notre Dame quarterback position. And that's a lot of pressure to put on anybody. And I thought he handled himself extremely well in very difficult circumstances. And, when you can handle yourself outside this university as well as in the locker room and then compete the way he did, especially I think later in the season when things were at the toughest, that says a lot about his character.
I remember last year after the Virginia game, us two sitting out back, which is now home, and we were having that conversation and some of the struggles you've had, the ups, the downs that led up to that moment. Since then, in that 2-year journey that you've been on, what's the biggest thing you've learned?
This position is not about throwing touchdowns. This position isn't about, looking cool and looking glamorous. It's about representing all these guys. The work at Culver, the stuff we did with the program, all the stuff that goes into this, all the sweat and tears and the emotional ups and downs. I have the privilege of being in that marquee position to represent all of that. And I think that within the last 2 years, I was able to own that and truly buy into the idea that my identity and the way I go about my position is representing all 100+ guys who are out here with me.
And the entire university, all of which you've done pretty well. I'll say that. Ladies and gentlemen, your most valuable player, DeShone Kizer. Congratulations, buddy.